Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Last time on What If Deku was reincarnation of Kurama. As Izuku was walking, and he, came across a little incident with the sludge villain, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he saved Mina, so. Yeah, this says, well, he saved Mina from the sludge villain as he began training with Mirka, aka his mother, but he doesn't know that yet. So they've been keeping that secret till now. That will probably come up later in the series, most likely, at some point. I just haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it at this current moment in time. But let's get on with our whatever. He went home and, like I said, he did training with Mirka for the entrance exams. That was a little bit hard to say for right now, but let's continue. As Ezekiel wakes up from the prior night, as we're going to skip it to the entrance exams, so there's not much we could cover from there. So as he's getting ready, his mother tells him goodbye, as wish him luck. As Ezekiel says, "Thanks, Mom. Really don't need it, but it's good to have." As he walks out the door, he walks down to the train station or wherever he has to go down to UA. As he finally arrives, he doesn't meet Araka. He's there not early, but not late, right in the middle, as that whole interaction with Araka doesn't happen in this instance, as he goes sits down to wait for the entrance exam to finally begin. Let me put on no disturb so notifications doesn't show up. That's when Izuku, sees Bakugo there, as he has a grin on his face as he sits right next to him. As you can hear him growling the whole time, as they go off and do the written portion of the test, as that goes off without a hitch. As they do the physical portion, as they have to sit down again to listen to the explanation of the point system and the robots will they be fighting. As you have Mirko and the rest of the heroes on the top floor, as they're observing the applicants trying to get into UA. As Nezu, it's rare to see you here, Mirko. Uh, I have a personal interest in one of the occupants. He's behaving himself for now, but that's not going to last. If he's anything like me. As Nezu, what? Excuse me, Mirko? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking out loud. As Mirko hears President Mike, whatever, explaining the points or the robots as a student starts yelling about the 0 pointer. And as Ida's and turns to Izuku, "You're distracting. Stop tapping your feet." And Mary goes, "Yeah, man, this is where he starts to get." As Mary sighs, "Well, it was nice while it lasted." A moron. If you actually, look at the pamphlet they gave us in the front when we walk into the building, you would understand that they fully explain it in the pamphlet here. Four Eyes, you should read. For someone who looks smart, you're really stupid. That still doesn't change the fact that you're being very distracting. As Izuku smiles as he walks up to Ida. Only reason you're not on the ground eating the payment is because I'm trying to act appropriate for to be in. This is a exam to get in UA. not some backwater school. I suggest you shut the fuck up. Let let the hero finish his explanation. Then then we get the test over with so I could leave. Because I don't want to be here all fucking day. I have responsibilities, unlike whatever family you come from. Most likely some up-class, uptight hero family. By the judge of what you wear and the judge how your attitude, your family's probably not very high. Maybe above 10 place. And that's being generous. My apologies, Teach. Continue. As Ida shuts up because he was embarrassed by the whole encounter. So he's not, normally Ida doesn't really like Izuku, so yeah, he's not gonna really like him. What I'm gonna do next. So, ooh, sucks to be him, but fuck him. So President Mike ex- pretty what he pretty much said is what he does in canon is basically an obstacle, so he needs to stay away from it as much as possible. So as Izuku, gets up, as Ida, puts his hand on his shoulder, as Izuku turns around, what do you want, Four Eyes? Don't you dare try to interrupt that girl. I know you're trying to sabotage her and her performance in today's test. By the look of it, you're nothing but a ruffian. You don't even belong here. You're a street punk of no worth. As Izuku can see a smile on his face as Izuku grabs onto his shoulder. As immediately he knees him in the stomach. You ruffian! You struck me! Nah, I didn't struck you, Four Eyes. I give you a love tap. If you want to see a strike, I could demonstrate. I'm always looking up for a good fight. As he cracks his knuckles. It's your move, Four Eyes. Here, I'll give you a free shot. As he taps onto his chin, as he tilts his head. Come on, I'm waiting. As Ida, grunts, you're not worth it, street trash. Yeah, keep talking. Money bags. Spineless prick. As Izuku, goes into what he wants to go into. The front of the line. That's where he belongs. That's what he thinks, and that's just how his personality is set. Is he believes he's the best, and he's going to show everyone that he's the best. The countdown begins as the gate slowly opens as you have Izuku. Enough of this. I'm ready to go now. I'm not waiting anymore. As he grabs on the gate, as he rips it up, as the machine pretty much smokes, as Izuku rush forward, as percent I'm like, well, that one's eager. Well, I suggest you follow his lead. There's no countdown in a real fight, so get out of here. As a three-pointer comes rushing at Izuku, as Izuku grabs the three-pointer, starts wielding the three-pointer that he just grabbed in midair, starts beating the living shit out of any robot he sees with that three-pointer that he's wielding like a bat. As he immediately Izuku rips the three-pointer's arm off, as he throws the rest of it away, as it crashes into a building, blows up. Wow, this would be a lot easier. As he begins destroying robot after robot, a lot of the students are just stopping. He's quite vicious in this little instance, so yeah, this is going to be a vicious Izuku when it comes to fighting. More vicious than normal. As a whole row of two-pointers and one-pointers rush towards, Izuku as something starts bubbling around him as he goes into a QB cloak, one tail. As the one tail just whaps all the zero pointers away. As you see Ezekiel, he's starting to have a little bit of fox features on his face, but he's not going to spout a tail or ears. That's just not going to happen in this type of what if. he does have fangs, and well, his eyes are more like fox-like in this state, as his skin won't bubble out like the cubies. Let's see, if I do, it'd probably be a higher tail. Not this one tail wouldn't really damage his skin, but with his healing factor, he could heal it right off the bat, so it doesn't really matter. It's not even a drawback at this point, so that's neither here nor there. Let's continue forward. This tail grabs onto one of the street lights as Ezekiel goes flying forward as everyone sees him drag across, well, slide across the ground as he's holding in one of the robot heads in his chocolate claw, basically what it is. If you know what the QB cloak is, the one tail, you know what I'm talking about. As he crushes it, I got some distance, now I can have some real fun. As he deactivates the QB cloak, as immediately he starts throwing QB bombs, tail beast bombs at all groups of robots, as you see Ziku smiling the whole time, as he has a very excited look on his face like he wants more of them. Well, I believe it's time for the zero pointer, and this seems a little too easy for the young man. Well, that won't help you, but go right ahead, Nezu. This Miracle has a smile on her face. What do you mean by that, Miracle? All Might's, curious. Well, after all, I trained him. What? You trained him? Yeah, I trained him. I've been training him for years. Been getting ready for the time when he ever goes to UA. I make sure he was ready. How do you even know the young man? I'm friends with his family. We have a personal relationship. That's as far I'm going to take it, All Might, so I suggest you stop fishing, because I'm not telling. But as Izuku sees some rubble about to fall on the girl, as he immediately flash steps as he catches the rubble. Whoa, that wouldn't have been that would have been bad for you. That might look like it would have hurt you quite a bit. As Araka, as Izuku just throws it off the side. Why don't you get out of here? Let me handle the big one. You can't be serious. You can't fight the zero pointer. Oh, I'm gonna fight it. Because these bucket of bolts have nothing on me, girl. Get out of here and allow me to get to work. As Izuku cracks his knuckles. As Araka, runs off. Well, that's a big one. Let's see. My tail beast bomb would suffice, but I would have to increase the power output of it. Let's see. I would have to go past tail 1. Oh, screw it. You only live once. Foreshadowing what he's a reincarnation of Kurama, but nevertheless. He activates 3 cloak. As his skin's still peeling away as it's getting red. As the 3 tails point into the same direction as, well, he creates a humongous tail beast bomb as it shoots out towards the zero pointer as it's destroying parts of the buildings while the QB bomb is passing through. He's not actually touching the bombs, not touching the buildings, but from the aura, from the surroundings of it. Yeah, it's destroying buildings as everyone can see a loud boom goes off as there's a lot of, as there's a humong of wind starts bursting through the stadium or the mock battle test ground, whatever, which one he's on. Of Izuku as he decloaks, as his skin slowly turns to a normal color. As you have Izuku grinning. Well, gotta love the fireworks. As Izuku looks over to the teachers that are on the observant deck of the test. I hope you got more of them. because I don't think that one's going to get repaired anytime soon. I hope you have more, because this is kind of boring. You're boring me. As All Might looks at Mirko and looks at Izuku, I see the young man has your sparkling personality. The hell do you mean by that, All Might? And she gets into All Might's face. No, nothing, Mirko. Your personality sets are quite similar. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong with my personality. But to judge by how many robots he destroyed, I bet he even beat your record, All Might. I highly doubt that. Well, we'll see. As Mirko walks away with a grin on her face, as Nezu's curious about actually what type of connection she has with that kid, so he's gonna, dig his little fingers into it. Mirko hasn't told anyone that she has a son. She wants to keep him safe, but she knows eventually she's gonna have to tell him, so that's gonna come in effect later in the story, but I already went over that before, so let's continue. As Izuku hears something over the intercom, Applecate, Izuku Midoriya, you're done for today. For the other students who didn't have chance to get any points, we'll be on break for about 3 hours. In 3 hours' times, we'll start back up the test. And please do not enter. You pretty much pass. It's pretty much a guarantee from this point on. Let's wait for your letter, and I'll see you at your first day at UA, young man. As Ezekiel looks up at Nezu, as he has a grin on his face. Of course I passed. As a lot of people think that's quite arrogant of Izuku's quite arrogant. The only difference between him and Bakugo, Izuku has the power to back it up. Knucklehead. That's Izuku now. Who the fuck is... Oh, hey. Hey, Bunny. What's up? All Might and Nezu sees Mirko talking to Izuku as they're very friendly towards each other. Mirko's actually being nice, so that's not normal for her. No, people don't normally see her being this nice to anyone really. So nice work, kid. Let me see. You're not hurt, so I say you did very well. Of course I did, Auntie Mirko. I'm the best, and so far I have to show it. I see that you do. I suggest you enjoy your ranking while you have it. And what does that mean? When I graduate UA, it won't take me long to even surpass you. Oh, aren't we cocky? Auntie Marigold, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going up the ranks until I grasp the #1 spot. Knock the mighty king off his throne. Wouldn't that be a blast? Won't you achieve what not even the almighty Endeavor could? He's been trying to get the #1 spot, failing, hilariously. It's been quite a laugh, really. It's quite hilarious how weak and pathetic that man is. And the things I've been hearing on the streets about that family, oh dear, I would hate to be a part of that family. Endeavor is a lot of things, but he's not a bad man. Oh, what I've been hearing, ooh, you might want to rethink that opinion of him. But nevertheless, I'll see you later, Auntie. I have to get back to Mom. She's probably worried. Run along, Knucklehead. Yeah, Bunny. I'll see you later. All Might observes Izuku walking off as he believes he's demonstrated several abilities. All Might's thinking he has several quirks. Maybe he's thinking he's maybe affiliated with the villains and his mortal enemy, One for All. sorry, all for one. But we're not going to get into that right now. But yeah, he's going to be very suspicious of you, of Kurama. Izuku, spends his next week just hanging around the house, not doing a whole lot, helping Inka clean and cook and just do chores just out of because, he respects his mother. He's a bit of a mama's boy, but he doesn't give a fuck because he'll beat them down if anyone try to start shit. So yeah, as they get knocked on the door as Inko's like, oh, hello, Nezu. What do I owe the pleasure? As Inko invites him in, I wanted to give Izuku's acceptance letter personally. Izuku dear, we have visitors. Please come downstairs. I'm coming, Mom. Just give me a second. As Izawa and raise her head, hear some shuffling and something heavy drop. God damn it! As everyone could hear, Izuku cussing upstairs, as they're all curious of what he's doing. As Inko's like, that's the spare room I never use. What is he up to? Inko knocks on the door. Izuku, what are you doing? As Izuku pops his head. No peeking yet. Oh yeah, you over here. As he grabs Izawa, get in here. You look like you'll be able to lift some shit. Come on, I need some help. As he pulls Izawa in, and as he slams the door, as Inko looks at Nezu, sorry, he's don't know what's come over him. Oh, it's quite alright. I don't have to be anywhere anytime soon, so I can wait. This is actually intriguing. I wonder what the boy's up to. As several, well, let's say about 4 or 5 minutes, as Izuku opens the door. All right, you can come in, Mom. As her eyes widen, as she sees, pretty much Izuku made her a workout room where he, pretty much broke the wall down into his room, changing his room, and sorry, combining the two rooms together. As he's been working on this when she's off at work for 4 months. Inko tears up, looks at Izuku as she's like, "Thank you." Yeah, you're welcome, Mom. You mentioned that you hated going on the train, going down all the way down to the gym. So might as well, bring the gym to you. I mean, it's kind of stupid if you could work at home. You don't have to, leave the safety of the house. Because, villains, how aggressive they've been recently. Where did you get the equipment, the money? My summer jobs I was always doing. I saved up. This has been a work in progress for a while. I had in my mind. Figured you appreciate it. You're the one who raised me, and that's the least I could do. I think Izuku has a warm smile, as this is the only sight he gives to rare people, for I know it's only his mother that he knows of. In the online classes of homework, it's actually been quite interesting. I could probably build this house if I wanted to. I mean, given I had the right funds and equipment and some higher hands, I could definitely do it. Inko tears up and gives Izuku a big warm hug as, that scene wholesome, moment ends. As Nezu, so you are Izuku Midoriya. That's correct. And you are, oh yeah, you must be that Nezu I keep hearing about. Did I do something wrong? Oh, no, no, no. I'm here to bring your, acceptance letter. You actually, your top score on all, all accounts. Not only that you have bronze, you have smarts as well. Of course. Mom over here was really very hard on the whole studies aspect of school. So I normally keep my grades pretty in the A marker. As he hands him the letter, as well, yeah, yeah, all my score got beaten. So there was a holograph. Well, let's just say, I just want this in here because I want to see, his face. As a hologram of All Might comes in, as he goes through what his score was, as you can see this expression on his face that he doesn't want to, but he has to. You kind of broke my record, as impressive as that is. You're a little too aggressive, but UA is always, fixed about that, as Izuku's been irritated by that last comment. As Nezu graduates, Izuku on the acing the entrance exams, as they leave finally after small talk. As you have Nezu and Eraserhead, what do you think of the young man? A little rough around the edges, but I like him. So, do you think he's associated with any villains? No, no, Nezu. That kid? No, not happening. I don't see it. I don't know what All Might's going on about, but no. I don't see that type of kid associating himself with villains. Not how much he cares about his family. I could see the kid. I could see what type of person that kid is. Yeah, he's gonna be aggressive, rowdy, rough around the edges, but I could work on that. That's something I could improve and make into a very capable hero. Watch him, and I'll try to get the downplay on his abilities, what type of quirk he has, or if he has more than one. I'm not totally sure on that. But what I saw at the entrance exam, it looks like that, but I don't know yet. We don't know how. We don't. Well, I don't have enough information to put a logical guess at this current stage, sir. Very well. Just keep me informed. Will do, Nezu. Back to Inko and Izuku. She's like, but where's your stuff? Oh, the moving truck. So that's what the truck was out there for. Yeah, I moved all my stuff over there because I knew I was going to get in UA, and they do have dorm systems there. So I figure out, try it out. I'll come back and visit daily if if you need that. No, no, no. You don't have to. But I want to, Mom. Just because I'm going to a hero academy doesn't doesn't mean that I'm not going to miss you, and I'm not going to come back. That's not how I roll. No matter how high my rankings get in the future, family is very important. Don't turn your back on family. Period. Mom, I'm a firm believer of family doesn't end with blood relation. Sweetheart, let's get ready. Ready for what? We're going out tonight. You've done me proud, son. Thanks, Mom. As you have Izuku and his mother celebrating, his acceptance letter to UA. So, how's work, Mom? It's going fine. Uh, sorry, getting a promotion. I'm gaining up on the rankings on the corporate ladder. Oh, that's good. That your old boss or your current boss still giving you a hard time? No, he got replaced. Kind of his replacement. Izuku starts laughing. Bastard served him right. Izuku language. Sorry, but he is. They finish their celebration as they go back to the house. As we're gonna time skip the next day, as Izuku slept on the couch because he no longer has a bed there because it's no longer needed. As you have Izuku getting ready, as he about to walk out the door, as Izuku has a grin on his face. You better be ready for me, Yue, because I'm coming. As he just walks out the door, doesn't properly wear his UA jacket. It mostly shadows on his shoulders. His arms is not through the jacket. Well, arms pretty much, sleeves. As Izuku finally gets to school, as he goes through the front gate, as they let him in, because he's officially going to be a part of the whole UA student class. As he gets through there, as he pretty much grabs one of the maps that they have the school, as he checks it out. All right, so that's as he pretty much pinpoints where Class 1A is. He didn't find much trouble. He just needed some information on the school layout. As Izuku sees the big door says Blaster UA on it, it's like, yep, this definitely is it. As Izuku immediately kicks the door open, as the arguing stopped, as everyone looked at Izuku, even Nezu popped his, not Nezu, Eraserhead pops his head up from his little bean bag that he's sleeping in. Well, not bean bag, his sleeping bag that he's sleeping in. Oh, well, I see some familiar faces. Hello, Terrace. Hello, Stick Up the Ass. Oh, it's Pink. Suzuki just walks up to Mina. How's it going, Pinky? Hi, he's Izuku. Thanks again for what you did for me. Oh, no problem, Pinky. Izuku finds a seat as he, yeah, he's sitting in his seat the most lazy way possible as he has his legs pretty much on his desk as he scrouched, just leaning against his chair as he puts the headphones on as he starts listening to some music. As he has a tap on the shoulder as he looks over to his right, as you see, well, that familiar face that he's seen several times now by now, as you have Ida, as he takes out one of the earpieces of the headphones. What you want, Four Eyes? I don't know how you got into this school, but you don't belong here. The school is for the elite, not for some sort of street trash. Really are asking it, Four Eyes. I suggest the next words coming out of your mouth is something that I like. Because if it's not, I might have to beat your face in. Just by your attitude and how you refuse to follow the school rules, your family are pretty much gutter trash. I think he's been holding back his pure bloodlust that emanates from his chakra as he releases that shit in the middle of class. As immediately Ozawa had to step in. You two, that's enough. Sit down. I'm about to begin the lesson. As everyone's like, who the hell is this? As Ida's like, sorry, sir, but we don't allow. How how did he get in here? Bums are not allowed. As Izuku's laughing, as you really don't know who this is, do you? Oh, oh, this is gonna be fun. Azazela slams Ida against the ground, wrapped in the scarf. I already don't like you, kid. One more outburst like that, you're out of here. We don't tolerate that sort of behavior. Now, considering how you woke me up from my well-deserved nap, put these on. Meet me on the field. If if not, I'll expel the whole lot of you. I don't give a shit. What about the? Nope, not doing it. This is a hero school. We don't do normal activities like that. This is Class 1A. If you want some sort of that sort of thing, you should have applied for Class 1B. If you don't leave your seats in the next 15 minutes, anyone left still standing will be expelled from UA. As Izuku nonchalantly gets up as he grabs one of the gym uniforms. As he just leaves the room, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, teacher said to do something, so he's gonna do it. As Izuku gets dressed long before, well, he gets dressed and leaves the locker room before even the boys go into the locker room. So yeah, there was no encounter with Kirishima. With Izuku, as Izuku's waiting was Razorhead. Thank you for restraining yourself, Midoriya. Oh, you're welcome, Teach, because I was very close to ripping that kid's head off. I know. I'm just glad you're able to show restraint. Oh, I have restraint. A lot of restraint. Don't worry, I'll get him back. Somehow. Some way. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy beating that skull in. Finally, everyone gets dressed and comes out as, well, the same thing happens in canon. Mineta being a perv, and he comes out with a black eye. So, Izuku doesn't give it. He doesn't really took notice to Mineta. He doesn't really have a high opinion on a lot of the students at this current time. He doesn't know any of them, so especially Mineta, he doesn't like him. Of Mineta, try to walk over towards Izuku, trying to introduce himself. As Izuku looks down at him with a disgusted look on his face. I don't, I don't associate myself with your lot. As Izuku just walks off. As Mineta's like, what does that mean? As Zazawa throws Izuku the ball as he announced that he got first place. As everyone's staring at Izuku. Use your quirk, throw it the hardest you can. As Izuku's like, okay, I could do that. As he cocks his hand back, as he, turns his head, looks at Mina as he winks at her. As he jets the ball forward. As the ball goes zooming through the air, as the windows of the nearby school, in the testing grounds, that pretty much from the wind pressure from Izuku throwing it, broke a lot of windows. Just from the pressure of the wind itself. As the radar goes off, as it keeps flying. He didn't go for height. He went for distance. He didn't really throw it up in air. It's not going to break atmosphere. Is this the way what angle he threw it at? As it passed, stormily past Hosu City, heading out of Japan. As let's say it hits the mountain somewhere, and that's what his score is. So everyone has a dumbfounded look on their face. As Kirishima's like, "Come on, that's not fair." As immediately he hears someone yell "Deku," as immediately Bakugo rushed forward, using explosions. As Izuku catches Bakugo by the face and slams him down onto the ground. As everyone's on high alert, "Oh, Bakugo, I didn't see you there. I thought you were a gnat." As he lets go, "You bastard, you pay for this." Yeah, I've heard it all before. Go away. As Bakugo's about to get up, about to attack again, as a scarf wraps around Bakugo, as he gets scalded by Eraserhead. Still kind of pink, despite her skin is actually pink, but she's more pink. Ever since that whole wink incident, before Izuki threw the ball. they go through the rest of the test, as Ezekiel pretty much dominates everything, really. I mean, I really don't see him not being very good at it, really anything, when it comes to the physical portion of stuff. So, as everyone goes through their own ball throw, as Uraka, got her score that she had in canon, as Ezekiel's like, huh. So that's what Auntie was talking about. About sometimes quirks are used for better situations. I see. I get what she was trying to pound in my mind, annoyingly, but I understand it now. One more outburst like that, kid, you're out of here. That's pretty much what the talking was amount to. Pretty much what happened in canon. Little minor changes then and there, but he got his point across. Oh, this is boring. You might excuse me. I'm gonna go check out the digs. Izuku goes back to the locker room and get dressed as he goes to check out the dorm situation. As he gets his, dorm number and his key. Let's just say that, they have keys to him because I want to, whatever. As he unlocks it and he walks in, as he gets his, there's boxes everywhere, as he unpacks, as he gets his room situated the way he wants it. You have Izuku just checking out the kitchen. As Mina, smells the food was the rest of the girls. As their curiosity was piqued. As they go outside the room to check what's going on downstairs, as they see Izuku just cooking a meal. Pretty much that's what he's doing. Whiny, you better sit down, or you're not getting shit. As the many girls all immediately sit down as he finished cooking, as he plots, plate down for each of them, as he sits down and eats quietly. As they take a bite, as immediately, yeah, it was pretty good shit. As they ask him, how do you know how to make this sort of, how come your food's so good? Who taught you how to cook? As Ezekiel, has a grin on his face. No one taught me how to cook. I taught myself. Cooking's not really all that hard. Don't see what's the big deal here. I mean, everyone should know how to cook. I hope so, at least. But you're a guy. Well, that I am. A guy that knows how to cook, apparently. As they had some further dialogue, but they ultimately have to go their separate ways. As Izuku's, cleaning a plate, as Mina, staying behind. You have Izuku as he feels someone leaning against him. He feels arms wrapped around him as he sees Mina as he has a cocky grin. I wonder what she's up to. As she whispers something in his ear, I take you have a thing for me. By judging the singles I've been getting from you. Why would you say that, Pinky? As she turns it around, as she leans against him, pinning him against the counter of the kitchen. Maybe I have a thing for you, and maybe I don't. What are you going to do about it? Then follow me. I'll do something about it. As she grabs onto Izuku's shirt, as she drags him up to her room. After all, I haven't properly thanked you for what you did for me. Immediately when Mina and Izuku entered her room, she shut the door, locked it, and pretty much ripped his clothes off, as that's what happened that night. I won't go into any minor details because I don't do all that whole 18 plus stuff, but there's no shade against people that do it. It's just not my thing. As Izuku wakes up the next morning and not his bed, as he knows Mina wrapped around him. Damn, you have a death grip, girl. You might want to let up. Hard to breathe. As Izuku pokes, pokes Mina as she's like, fine, fine, fine. You know, Izuku, probably the whole class knows what we did. As I don't really care. As Izuku gets up and starts getting dressed. How about it? How about what, Izuku? How about we go out? I don't know, to like a date? Yeah, like a date. Unless you don't want to. I mean, we could, keep this friends with benefits, but I prefer a date. Mina gets up, starts to get dressed. That's very well. We could go on a date. Izuku pins Mina to the wall. Then is a date. As Izuku kisses Mina on the lips, as they make out for a little bit, it's his normal routine happens. Go to school. He doesn't do the hero versus villain test just yet. It's in a couple weeks. As Izuku's been spending a lot more time with Mina, as everyone knows what those two been up to. Mina is not that type of girl would, keep it a secret, so yeah, she doesn't care as well. They've been on several dates. They just want to go and have a good time. Ice ring, bowling, mini golf. So they're having a blast during this week. You cut to a scene in the lunchroom as Izuku and Mina are talking and eating their lunch as, well, some dickholes. I have to, start some trouble. Izuku hears someone behind him as all he hears, yeah, I definitely smell some gutter trash. Oh, there he is. That's where the smell is coming from. And you have Shinzo, and Izuku's not paying no mind. I was talking to you, street rat. You see I'm busy, so beat it, loser. What were you saying, Mina? You dare ignore me? Yeah, I pretty much dare. Beat it. Before I start getting a lot more less friendly. Shinwell, Monoma, was as he swung the lunch tray at Izuku's head, back of his head. As Izuku ducks out of the way. As he gets up, he grabs Shinzo, Monoma. Want to call him Shinzo for some reason, but wrong character. But Monoma by the arms. As he pulls him forward and knees him in the stomach, elbows him back, no, side of the face. As he's turning him over, as he's about to sock him in the face, as you have Mina, her arms cross across her chest in a irritated look to her, irritated expression. As he looks back at Mina, oh shit. As he lets him go. You can't be mad at me. I'm self-defense after all. As as Mono was freaking out because he doesn't know why he couldn't copy his quirk. As you have Izuku grinning the whole time at Monoma. As he just walks off with Mina, and Mina's, irritated Izuku was going to go a little far. As he's getting nagged out. Seriously, Mina, you're acting like my girlfriend. As she stops in her tracks, looks at Izuku as she, well, aren't we? Well, I guess you could be right. We do hang out with each other constantly. When we're not in school, we're usually together. So, why not? Let's go, Mina. As Mina smiles as she wraps her arm around Izuku's arm. As you have Mina, in Izuku bed as she's playing some video games as Izuku's trying to get her to pay attention. Mina, I know, I should be studying, but this is a lot more fun. It's a lot more funner. As Izuku turns Mina's face, he lifted her chin a little bit. As Mina, what are you doing, Izuku? This. As Izuku kisses her, as now will you please pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing? Yeah, fine. Fine, Izuku, you win. As several hours has passed, as Izuku sees Mina shrugged over as she's fallen out of, sleep, being awakened, well, losing consciousness back and forth, pretty much half asleep. As Izuku takes the book from her hands, as he sets it down, as he lifts her up and puts her in bed. As when Izuku is about to go back to studying, as she grabs his hand, as she basically yanks him into the bed. And she just wraps Izuku arm around her as, she falls back to sleep. I would record more, but I'm gonna save the hero versus villains in the next part. So I hope you guys have a good night and day, judged by time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.